It seems particularly Aurelia going has made the wizards involved all the more inclined to grind this process to a crawl. So, the warships in Axis, they're done. And, Aranas and Jasmine, you are placed in contact with the individual who will be sailing these warships for you. He is Lord Ravinger.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Me as a
what?
player just needs a second to take this in.
Sure. Well, I assume he's a good man. He's an admiral of the. He's a lord of the Imperial Court. It's good.
Oh, fuck you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Lord Ravinger.
He is very enchanting as he smiles and kisses Jasmine's hand and says, "Yes, it's a pleasure to assist such fine individuals in the defense of our empire."
Smile at that.
Wonderful.
Where shall we be sailing?
Well, Grimith, I have a question for you then. Would it be faster to take the warships to Horizon than sail the mages to Glitterhagen, or simply have the mages use the highways?
It'd be faster to use sailboat.
Then we'll sail to Horizon
Okay.
to pick up mages.
All right. And so your group sails across the Midland Sea from Azure Bay to Pocket Bay, and yourselves get thrusted into the horror of Horizon. And those beautiful fucking islands that are flying, and the portals.
We're probably staying, like, at the docks. If we were to get lost, then they would never find us.
It can't be that bad, can it?
Yes. And perhaps try to send a message out to two individuals who are currently wrestling with Horizon wizard bureaucracy that we're here in the docks, if you
Ready.
know.
Geráck is
boats and
constantly
sail here.
red-faced.
So, Jasmine, if we ever visit the Elven Courts, I'll show you how it works there. You basically just wait around and things come to you.
There's
It's exactly the opposite of this.
There's quite a few high elves here as well, which perhaps could have helped affairs and smoothed out bureaucracy if Aranas had been here. But he's not, and it's been Aurelia, and Aurelia has done some things to these wizards. And they are getting their revenge.
Very hard to navigate a city when the city itself dislikes you.
But
Just like, oh, so...
yes, it's Geráck might not just be red-faced from having to sit through wizard bureaucracy and, like, be put in waiting rooms, but also being sent from one island to another.
Yes, yeah.
Dwarves don't like heights.
Indeed, it does not.
Yes, all of these
This-
goddamn flying islands.
Bridge.
Yeah. And this fucker's just wasting time while people suffer up in Foothold. And, yeah, fucking...
That's right, these bastards with their axes to grind. But, you will. In time.
Yeah, and Geráck will probably point out many times that, yeah, we're quite in a hurry here. People are actually dying, and yeah.
Well, there are many problem areas across the entire Dragon Empire. You know, aquatic monsters attacking the seawall. There is a rather horrid invasion of barbarians as well that you folks will learn about.
I knew it.
Turns out that these guys came pouring right out of the Albarans and have set up shop to the west of Santa Cora. They've raised settlements and towns in the region. They're poaching on land caravans, and one of the superiors herself from Horizon has taken a force of mages and has head out there to fucking coordinate with other people and begin terrorizing and destroying and murdering these fucking barbarians.
Well, guess we have another single combat for Geráck to engage in.
But that in part is why this takes in particular so long.
You know, we'd love to help with that one too, but fuck. Invasions everywhere.
Yeah, we can't do everything, but yeah, we do have an
Yes,
an
you're 100% completion. No.
We do have another destination after this, and after the Fangs, maybe.
We have an unlimited number of destinations.
We'll go to the demons, and then we'll see how we look after that, and then we'll go back here, and then see how things are when we actually come back to Glitterhagen.
Yeah.
Yes. But you folks do get your Imperial mages.
Good.
After, like... well, when does one day end and the other one begin? Aranas and Jasmine Rose
I haven't
are
slept in 4 days.
left
Maybe.
for a bit.
We'll converse with the good Lord Ravinger and hear about his exploits in the Imperial Navy. I'm sure he has many stories to tell.
He does not wish to brag. He will
What?
say...
Modest man.
He doesn't talk much. He gives off the impression that he's been through a lot.
Okay.
Ravinger will say, though, that it's only been quite recently that he's been promoted through the Imperial Navy, and he says, that's due, I imagine, to all of the warships that are being built to combat the numerous threats of the Empire, and also due to the losses of good officers and other soldiers of the Imperium who have fallen prey to one problem or another, be even hubris, thinking that they could still sail the Midland Sea as well as they once did.
The Empire needs good men, good soldiers, and good sailors. Good to have you aboard.
He snorts at the play on words. Good to have you aboard.
I mean, I couldn't say that as a player with a straight face, but
The Elf Queen actually doesn't have a navy, so there's no trees in the water, as it turns out.
Yes, hopefully we don't run into any berg ships out there.
Be unfortunate when we were so close to access.
Yes, their prowling has increased in intensity, almost as if the pirates are sensing the weakness of the Dragon Empire. That and it has gotten a bit colder around here, too.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
Look at that lady.
Yes. But after all of this horrid wizard bureaucracy, you are able to acquire the services of the Evokers and Illusionists, led by Lady Helen Mora.
That is not a bad combination.
Lady, you better be worth it.
She's an evoker. She's worth it.
I
So,
can't stand that
you
at that
folks
face.
deducting the 3 Archmage dice or 2 political power?
I think
the dice.
the dice, because we want to... It would be nice to have them, but we want to save the power for when these mercenaries undeniably screw us over at some point.
Screw you over. They just demand more money.
By taking a lot of time.
We can always get more dice. PowerPoints are harder to come by.
Yeah, and we need them also to repair Proudfort.
Yeah.
Because we need actually people to pay for that. We're like, why do we need Proudfort repaired? There's so many other problems. God, the barbarian invasions and Sahagwin and liches and yeah.
Okay. So, that happened. Where would you folks like to head next?
Glitterhagen.
Yes.
Hopefully to other people.
Yeah.
Also, we left the engineers behind. I just noticed you moved them there. So.
They repairing cabins.
yeah, we said they're going to be at Minnow Cabins.
They don't take orders from fucking little
Yes, they do.
asshole. Well, you're not there. They're
But we
being
sent
lended
orders
to
to-
you. They're not in your service. Yeah. Oh, and so whenever I'm sent orders by, like, this one particular scroll that says, do handstands 47 times, and then go join the demons.
Well, if they were the Imperial handstand troop, then they better do that. Just as the Imperial engineers should do engineering things.
Oh, shit.
We're going on strike.
We're not paying them to.
Labor
strike.
rights aren't good enough. I want only 6 hours a workday.
Damn workers' union.
Damn Imperial Union.
Yes, though, you can sail back to Glitterhagen, the city of coins, where they're more than happy to charge you to stay in harbor while you wait.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking our warships can go and patrol the waters or something while we're gone.
Yeah.
Sure. Lord Ravinger will be more than happy to go do something for the Imperium.
He can join up with Lord Morgan.
And
And,
they
we
can
play
go
together.
and
They don't know, like they don't have, like, fucking telemetry to figure out where Lord Morgan is.
Here, find these
No,
random
we'll
ships.
basically hang out, waiting for him, I suppose.
Yeah, we should wait until the others arrive. Like, not send out Ravenger until the other ships arrive. And then we'll send them both to Cape Thunder.
We send God-given murder company north quickly.
I mean, we don't want to send them too far away because we need to get all these armies back.
Yes. The rest of the Harvester month ends, and so does the week-long month Brewfest, which takes us to the 2nd of Patchwall. It has been 2 months that have passed since you've hired the mercenary company, and they will need an extra political power.
Fine. Yes.
That will take you to 4 political power. Damn those week-long months. Damn you contracts.
Week-long months? Man,
Damn bullshit calendar.
yeah. Are there more of those?
Yes, there's 4 week-long months in a year. There's 16 months total in the Dragon Empire calendar.
Hopefully not right after one another.
4 in a row.
Looks like my MapTool thing has frozen while trying to edit the PowerPoint. Political power down from 5 to 4. Looks like that the server is going to be going down without saves having been made.
Alright.
So all the things that have changed are going to be erased.
Elves.
Like tokens and, yes, tokens and more tokens.
Alright.
You moving things around? Hold on. Alright, the server is back online, and you know, yeah, the Crusaders' forces do charge quite a bit.
Yeah.
In all honesty, though, they probably would have gone to handle something like this on their own.
Yeah.
Paying the mercenary company would be for them to kill something other than demons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
so
This is
we
what
want
they
to kill them
do.
before everyone dies.
Well, can't really say they care about that.
See?
Yes. As it turns out, I was able to save all the things after all. The month is Patchwall. It has been almost a year since Session 1. Because that started in the middle of Patchwall.
Alright.
When the time that Lord Morgan Molrian and the bickering Lord Inator and Lord Langsam arrive, along with Alessa.
Our council of people
Mages,
take
meet Helen Mora. Maybe she can be a tiebreaker between your discussion.
Instead of it being a tiebreaker, it ends up going to 3 people who are very opinionated. Both of the mage groups that arrived do show up fatigued. There were some combat encounters that the warships had to avoid in order to arrive here in all due haste. One was a group of 4 Bergship raiders, and it was only through the tenacity of air elementals summoned by the mages that they were able to outrun the white dragons
Oh.
that were with the Bergship raiders.
There we fucking go, huh?
Well, that is unexpected, but not unexpected at all in some way, I guess.
Lord
Geráck
Morgan?
would know that's not expected, wouldn't you, Geráck?
Yes, I would.
Oh.
I did start to talk about that, but no one had listened to me.
What?
No one will listen to you, Goger, and they'll just fucking roll their eyes at the Paladin.
No.
Don't care about your input.
I've never heard anything of this.
No, I just started talking about it, but then you started talking about something different, and I was like, nah.
Well, then you have to make him shut up. It's difficult, but it works.
Yeah, I know. Ah, well. Now we know.
By the way, guys,
That-
white
that was-
dragons and icebergs.
By the way, guys, white dragons aren't expected.
So yes, both mages do end up being fatigued, basically as they outran these 4 Bergship Raider vessels that had white dragons. But the ships are still intact. The sails are pretty torn, so it's good that they might be staying here for repairs for a bit.
Alright.
Lord Morgan, Lord Ravinger, you can coordinate with one another to repair and do some good.
Lord Mulrian would be like, who? And then like looks over at like Lord Ravinger's vessels as they're like, pulling into port. And Lord Mulrian sneers at Lord Ravinger. He smiles at Lord Mulrian.
I'm sure you'll have a good time. I'm leaving. Let's go.
Bye, guys. Have fun.
Yeah, I'm sure they have lots to talk about while we're gone.
It is the beard versus non-beard battle of admirals. Well,
So,
Sure.
I guess we start heading north then.
They'll go hang out and do stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to send them on a mission, or do you want to have them stay
I don't
around?
think we have a mission we can really do with them without.
You can do the Cape Thunder one, but
I think that's not a mission. That's more investment. Is it?
It would not be an investment, but they would have to stay there for a bit.
And I'll give all army stuck on this side of the map. Maybe it's a good thing, but I don't know what it will.
Yes, well, the problem would be that they could be gone for a few months.
yeah. So they're probably just gonna stay here to do some repairs until we're back.
I don't know. It's
No?
not. is
Can
it
we
that-
can we just have them patrol the immediate area, basically, on the lookout for more icebergs?
Well, sure
Well, we
they
don't find
can, but
icebergs.
Birchip Raiders, they highly don't expect them to show up so close to one of the
Yeah.
Western Midland Sea, where the concentrated powers of Horizon, Glitterhagen, and Axis are. Pirates seldom go this way, unless they have suicide missions, which pirates don't have. 'Cause they're
Sending
not
them to
suicide.
relieve Cave Thunder a bit and then come back, I would probably support that. As we are in this area here, we would be able to go to the Fangs or even return down here to all the major cities and down to the invasion force there, if need be.
Yeah. If we want to deal with the barbarians, though, we need
Yes,
to.
you just won't have
depends
access to
on-
your ships. Like, you won't be able to contact them. Like, we're not in like a high-tech society or like even like a magic society where you can send crazy messages out that far like that usually. So
What do you guys think?
if they go all the way out to Cape Thunder, they can meet at some point. But if you can't get to that point, then
I don't know.
So if you're suddenly like, damn it, we need to move our armies now! Ah!
Yeah, I would think we should just keep them here, but
Or as you say then.
well, it's up to all of us.
I mean, I think keeping them here is probably the best idea as well for now.
I agree.
That's what we'll do.
Yeah. They will stay in the immediate vicinity. They are still Imperial servants who have been lended to you along the warship, so they'll default to more important orders.
Ferrying us around.
Yes, you know, they're not Imperial transports, they're Imperial warships.
Yeah.
Good. Let's go north.
Indeed.
Okay. You and all of your friends
Yes.
begin
Of
the
which we now
trek.
have many.
Begin the trek upward.
If only they were actual Dragonhole friends.
Yes. You spend some time heading all the way back through the Bitterwood to Bitterby, where, as it turns out, these ships are waiting that you requested, and they can take 2 of the groups, and the rest can march the rest of the way and like plant themselves at the other end of the land bridge, or basically plant themselves at the land bridge.
Yeah.
So, I assume then that we would want to send the non-fatigue people first.
Yeah. Of course.
Then maybe, the fatigue people can still have a little longer to.
Definitely
Chill.
people get to march longer. Sounds good.
Well, I was thinking that it would
I do agree with you.
be less of a trouble to. Is there any word on how things are going in Foothold?
There would be word from the sailors who have gathered with like the ships that are from Foothold. The demons have not sieged the city. They are rampaging through the countryside. Ulysses the Stout and his entire company are gone because the demonic invasion has headed into the hills and they've begun picking off monasteries. And the Dwarven Paladins ran as fast as they could back to their monastery.
Alright. So they're probably gone then.
Yeah, or they're at least outside of our immediate command.
Yeah. Guess we'll have
But
to
they're probably doing some good out there.
Yeah.
Immense refugees have come pouring in. The city of Foothold cannot support that many people. Food supplies were already strained to their limits, and the demons have pretty much razed orchards, plantations. They've crushed any possibility that the city has of getting more food, at least by growing it nearby.
Well, hopefully the Red Gauntlet Company has done something.
The people you have here who are like sailing these little merchant civilian vessels, they don't know about that.
Okay. Well, yeah, I suppose we gather up people in Foothold then. There's no reason to not go into the city, it seems.
Yeah.
Sure.
I suppose then we would send our fatigue people first so they can relax a bit in Foothold while the other ones get caught up.
Okay.
Sure.
You can move everyone to the city of Foothold. It looks very panicked and packed full of people. The Red Gauntlet Company is there, and in fact, at the rather begging insistence of the government, have imposed martial law to ensure that people don't break into the granaries, don't begin breaking the walls, and some cultists have weakened the walls in various places, and suicide missions to the north and to the west for demons possibly to come in, and engineers are hard at work repairing that stuff. But the Red Gauntlet Company has been cutting a rather bloody swath through any peasant who thinks that they can fucking get more food than their share, who fucking thinks that they can do anything of worth or significance here. And
Good job.
many people correspondingly are fleeing further east and southeast into other areas of the Dragon Empire. As it turns out, Lucius Chaosbane does not take shit from peasants.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
And was all too happy to help the government here impose some order.
Yeah.
As long as he hasn't taken extra pay from them as well. Well,
Yes.
our mages don't manage to spend the little time they get to restore their spells.
No, because you guys aren't getting a full heal up.
Right.
Well,
They,
we had one at the end of last session, so that doesn't really matter.
No, we spent
They
them now
just
to
became
sell.
fatigued.
No, you're right, yeah.
I suppose we should go to battle, though. I don't like going in with them fatigued, but we don't really have a choice.
No,
No, we don't.
Armies from the dwarves have been gathering to do stuff about the demonic invasion, but it seems that the demonic invasion is actually interested in picking off these armies individually. They have been a few scouts, the wonderful little friends that Aranas has contacted. They have done what they could to sabotage roads and to create fires, and perhaps that changed the demons' decisions, perhaps not. But your little friends did not, plan for the concept that the demons would just sweep into the hills and mountains themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what the demons have gone to do. There's a number of monasteries that are dotted, along this area heading into the Frost Range, and the demons have, at least for now, seemed content with sending their flying, teeming hordes, sweeping through these places, burning and pillaging and raping and razing all the while. They can confirm one of them, the leader, has managed to get sight of the massive boar demon run through the Maleficent. As he sweeps over and picks up people and happily throws them hundreds of meters to the ground. They splatter, they laughs and chortles, and there are at least 200 imps that are swarming around the entire horde, ensuring that no one is able to approach without the demons noticing. And they too have done quite a number of scare tactics. Whenever there's like 200 imps, not even dwarven paladins can really handle that effectively.
Suppose it's time to bring out the word that we're gathering to go after them and see if these dwarven armies can, like, whatever we can gather here, or like to meet up with us, move towards them.
There's garrison and forces in Foothold to protect the city that aren't committing themselves to go out of the city.
Yeah.
And for any forces who are in the region, like dwarves who've come from Forge itself, and the Dwarf King has most certainly mobilized his forces, he's heading out personally. But the various Dwarven Paladin companies have panicked. Normally they would be rather loyal and have quite a bit of discipline, but when their own monasteries are attacked, they've become entrenched and begin defending themselves.
Uh-huh. I do have a gold worm die that I haven't used yet. Could I perhaps use that to try to send out the word that I'm here to and try to rally some of them?
Some
fashion.
What did you have in mind beyond that? Like, as discussed before, like, pretty much all servants of the Great Gold Worm are interested in resolving this affair.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but it sounds like they're panicking a bit, or
the dwarves
divided.
Yeah, the dwarves aren't here in Foothold. They're spread out in their various monasteries.
Yeah. Thought was that. Well, I could
to get them to join our forces and
bring the word out with my scouts.
I'm actually asking you to further define your icon relationship die instead of just doing a narrative hand wave. How?
Yeah, I would ask my friends.
The friends who are most certainly not related to the Great Gold.
Well, yeah, that's true. We need to find someone who would actually know how to. Damn fucking paladins left us. We need them now. They could help us resolve this whole problem.
Well, as it turns out,
to say something about dwarves.
Their home was being attacked. It would be like if Geráck's own home was being attacked. Like if I told him, "Oh, your Frost Range companions are dying right now."
Is there a particularly sizable place where some of these dwarves have gathered up to hold and defend? Where we might be able to bring our forces and then from there go directly towards the demons?
That has not happened. The dwarves have split off into defending their own monasteries. They've actually separated themselves. Any dwarves, and most certainly dwarven paladins, have gathered here to defend the city, changed whenever the demons swerved and changed. Suddenly we're not going to siege the city.
Oh,
Dwarven paladins flocked out by the scores to
fight with what we have then.
Yeah.
Paladins.
And the Dwarf King's actual army, is that somewhere else, or is that...
It's making its process out of the mountains and heading down through the Hammer Falls.
They're being super slow, basically.
Well, I mean, they're going to reach eventually, and any dwarves are more likely to gather with the Dwarf King than they would be with you.
But the longer it takes, the more people also die from defending their tiny little monasteries against overwhelming forces.
Yeah. Do we know how long the Dwarf King will actually take to get here?
You have no idea.
Alright.
It would probably end up, by the time he's mustered and raised everyone enough to, march out immediately and do this, by the time that he could join in Battlefield, it'd probably be the end of this month.
Alright. The problem I have is that we're actually going to attack these guys uphill. Probably.
Well, they're flying, so...
If we move close to them, and they fortify a defensible location, that means they're not ravaging the countryside. Time is on our side. If we can hold them down and just have them on the defensive, that's fine to us. Right? If they want to fortify a mountain or something and just sit there, it's good.
Sure. And hopefully the Red Gauntlet company doesn't just leave them because we're cowards and don't attack them outright.
They like are here.
You're paying them.
Yeah,
I guess so.
they're dog